Leon the Pig Farmer is at the World Pork Expo 2024 on assignment with Swine Web. I'm with Chris Elvidge with PigTek. And Chris, you have a set of equipment and apparatuses around here on display to chat with the consumers. What is it we're standing by right now, and enlighten me on it, what you want to tell me about? Well, PigTek is a swine equipment company that's been around for a while, handling different things. So enlighten a little bit about PigTek, and then let's go see what it can do in the barn.
Not a problem. So PigTek is kind of an offshoot of Chore Time in a way. Chore Time's been around for, I think, 70 years now, quite some time. But so basically PigTek is just it's the pig division of Chore Time. Everybody's probably seen Chore Time feed bins on any farm, anywhere. You've seen the logo. Internally, it's more synonymous with chickens, the feathers, but on the pig side of things, we call the division PigTek. So pretty much any product that you see on the Chore Time side of things, you're going to see in the PigTek version. So some of the things that you'll see different on the pig side of things, some of the products that we work with, is that not all of the traditional Chore Time products work from a chicken farm into a pig farm.
Really?
So that's why, yeah, imagine that, right? But you'll see similarities, like these fans, this ventilation controller here. And so that's why kind of that PigTek brand, we developed it, because we kind of had to make a delineation to where we started making pig products, not just chicken products, and not calling a fan, because a fan just isn't a fan anymore, or a ventilation controller. So for example, this ventilation controller we have here, it's a control, it's a whole house control. It can do up to 12 rooms, I believe. I mean, you can have hundreds of fans on it. So it's totally touchscreen. You can move through each one of these menus. I'm trying to think. I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, pretty much with this controller, we can go through it. You can just write your own programs. So you can say, hey, if this light turns on, I want to turn that fan on. I mean, that's
so it's got multiple options.
It's got the multiple options.
And I'm going to guess is that with the technology that I can do controls in the barn, but if I take my little phone with me someplace else and I get a message that something's happened, I can now reprogram based on what the phone is telling me. Yeah, I can control this from a far location.
Yeah, you can get that peace of mind. If you're sitting in your tractor, driving down, whatever you're on planting or whatever, you can check on your farm right away. You can see the ventilation systems, you can see the fans running, you can see the amp draws, how much current they're pulling. You can get an alarm if it's a high temperature, if you lose connectivity to the farm, or if you just want a peace of mind to see what's going on in there, you can jump on your phone and get that information. You can also get alarms sent to multiple people. If you have a service people, they will get the service alarms. If you have animal type alarms that you have set up, or not even alarms, just notifications, you can have that stuff sent to them. Then as a super user, as a boss, you can see, did he not check that? I mean, he got the alarm that there's a high temperature. Did he not do anything? Did he open the app or not? So you can even see if they actually opened up and saw the alarm or not. And so you get the peace of mind to where if he didn't open it up, it's going to go ahead and let you know, 20 minutes later that, hey, this is a notification that it's still untouched. No one's touching it.
So as part of with the technology we have, does that have a recording system that I can go back and look at hour-to-hour temps, or at the end of the day, does it record it that it would go in a program that we could put on record to verify with our PQA Plus or site assessment program that we have digital records that we were checking the highs and the low. It ties in the water consumption. It'll satisfy if we're in for an audit. We don't have to have the paper trail. We just have to keep it logged on the computer.
Right. Yeah, you can have all of that. I mean, it's to the point now to where we actually have our own kind of CTV Connect. So we're kind of working this, and I say our own, but we have a variant where on the poultry side of things, we actually work with processing plants as well. So we have to be fully integrated and also fully transparent and visible on this data. So this data you can get it sent to you daily, hourly, minutely. You can customize those reports. You can get, as you see here, you can get min temperatures, max temperatures, humidity min max, date, room, time. You can get all that information, water consumption. And the nice thing about it is all these reports can be tailored. So you can have it sent daily, weekly, 3 days, and you can pick who you want to send it to. And that's all automated. It can all be sent to the cloud. It can be sent to you. It can be sent to your professionals, or even at the end of the day, when it comes to processing, we work with the processing plants. They want that data sent to them. They know where those pigs were. They got a full record of how those pigs were grown. And then they put that package on that information on the package of meat going to the store.
So we've got it in the cloud then. So we just have a feed going to the cloud. I don't have to have a home phone. I don't have on a remote location. I have to run in a line that hooked up to Wi-Fi, or
so you can get
I don't have to have
internet.
a special phone line dug into. I just got to
so
get
you can
a cloud
do
service.
As simple as a cell phone. So you can have a cell phone service. You got cell phone service, more than likely you'll be able to get internet.
All right.
And then luckily, I mean, even if you don't, there is an option to program to a
there's
card,
an option.
because there's always an option, because a lot of these farms, to be honest, are just, they don't have connectivity. The rural side of states out here just doesn't have connectivity. So there's an option to download to an SD card or to a USB card. You can download those files and then take them back to a place, a computer that does have it, and then you can send it on to another farm.
Now, Chris, you told me that this control system has the advantage that I can tie it into the feed system also?
Oh yeah, you can run pretty much, I mean, from your lights to ventilation controls, sensors, other controllers, anything really. But it also does feed systems. We also do, we'll start with a bin slide. So for example, you have, let's say you have bin scales on your bins, which you can view from the control as well. You tie those into the controller. You can see how much feed you have in the bins. And let's say you have a bin go empty, you're not there. We sell this bin slide controller, feed gate controller. So this will change slides, change bins for you automatically. So if the tank goes empty, this thing will automatically run and shut that bin off and open up the other bin if you have bins in tandem. We also have neat features with this slide gate to where, let's say you see a feed line running and the current's not there. Maybe that motor should be drawing, say 5 amps, and that motor's not drawing that. That means there's no feed in the line. Or let's say the end control didn't pick up a feed and it went to max runtime. Well, you could have an option to where if it went max runtime, let's go ahead and let's restart the system, let's switch bins and see if we can't run off the other bin and get feed to run and fulfill it. So that logic can all be put in the controller.
So we've got some technology to help with out of feed events. We got to walk through, but all of a sudden we may just have to come out in simple terms. We got to whack on the bottom of the bin to get the feed flow, because feed at times will not flow down out of the bin.
It won't flow. And the nice thing about it is, after we try that scenario, going back and forth, the controller just sends you an alarm saying, hey, we tried to feed and we couldn't get any feed out of it. So we tried switching bins, still no feed. So you could be out of feed, or you just could be, you got to hit the bin. So,
Chris, PigTek has taken some of the record keeping, the paperwork out, and can tie it all into one system. But it's not just a controller, but that you've got your heating, cooling system for the barns, but you've also got the feed system. So we have a full system that the producer can put in his barn, whether it's a brand new barn to start with, or whether you want to retrofit. And we're using technologists to help keep the records on.
Oh, for sure, the new technology. Yeah.
Leon, the pig farmer from World Pork Expo 2024 at the PigTek booth, on assignment with Swine Web with Chris Elvidge. Chris, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.